Across the vast and untamed landscapes of Africa lies a world where every day unfolds as a relentless struggle. Here, life follows nature's harshest laws, and survival is not a choice, but a necessity. On the open savannas where dust rises with every step and the wind carries the scent of danger, predators remain ever watchful, ready to strike at the slightest sign of weakness. At the same time, those who are hunted must summon all their strength and instinct to stay alive. This is a land where instinct, speed, and raw intensity merge into an unforgiving rhythm, where the boundary between life and death is as thin as a single breath. Welcome to Africa's wild kingdom, where every encounter has the potential to become an epic fight for survival. Along the majestic border between Zambia and Zimbabwe, Victoria Falls rises as a towering wall of water, a place where nature displays its raw and untamed power. The thunder of countless tons of water plunging into the depths below creates a roar that can be heard for miles, while a dense mist drapes the landscape in an almost mystical veil. Yet this natural wonder is far more than a breathtaking sight. Surrounding the falls lies a vast ecological realm, a living sanctuary where life and death confront each other every single day. Within thick forests, riverine grasslands, and wetlands, relentless hunts unfold and tense encounters shape the rhythm of survival. Silent predators move through the shadows, while their prey advances with every sense on high alert. Victoria Falls stands not only as a natural icon, but as the heart of a wild stage where every creature fights to endure, guided solely by instinct, resilience, and the relentless laws of nature. Along the cliffs overlooking the roaring waterfall, A lush rainforest thrives, sustained by the constant mist rising from the cascade. This curtain of moisture creates a unique microclimate, with high humidity throughout the year. Within it grow rare tree species such as mahogany, ebony, ivory palm, and wild coconut. Vines and climbing plants wrap around towering trunks, weaving a dense, vibrant tapestry of green that fills the forest with life and color. This environment is ideal for one of Africa's most ancient hunters, the Nile crocodile. Lurking quietly along the water's edge, it waits with unwavering patience for the perfect moment to strike. The waters of Victoria Falls serve as an age-old refuge for these reptiles, whose lineage dates back nearly 80 million years, to a time when dinosaurs still ruled the earth. As one of the oldest living reptiles, the Nile crocodile possesses remarkable biological adaptations that allow it to thrive in freshwater habitats. Its range spans much of Africa, from the Nile River to the Congo and the Zambezi, with a strong presence around Mosioa Tunya. In this region, Nile crocodiles primarily inhabit the deeper stretches of the Zambezi River and nearby wetlands. An estimated 500 individuals occupy calm, slow-moving waters where ambush hunting is most effective. These reptiles are master predators, combining stealth, patience, and finely tuned physical traits to remain at the top of the food chain. A fully grown Nile crocodile typically measures between 3.3 and 4.8 meters in length and can weigh over 680 kilograms. Exceptional individuals may exceed 6 meters and approach a full ton. Their power and hunting efficiency are the result of millions of years of evolution. With large lungs and an efficient oxygen exchange system, they can stay submerged for extended periods, accessing zones beyond the reach of most other animals. During the rainy season, the Zambezi River becomes rich in prey, allowing crocodile populations to flourish. Their jaws can deliver a bite force of nearly 3,700 pounds, strong enough to crush the bones of large animals. Razor-sharp teeth, thick skin, and armored scales provide both protection and lethal effectiveness. One of their most infamous hunting techniques is the death roll, a violent spinning motion that overwhelms and subdues their prey. Beyond their fearsome reputation, Nile crocodiles play a vital role in maintaining ecological balance within Mosi-oa Tunya. As apex predators, they regulate populations of fish and grazing animals, preventing overpopulation and preserving ecosystem stability. By feeding on carrion, they also aid in natural decomposition, helping keep river systems clean. Their influence reaches from large mammals down to the smallest organisms, supporting a complex and interconnected food web. The Nile crocodile embodies not only raw natural power, but also the delicate balance of life itself. Its presence ensures that every species, great and small, continues to fulfill its role within the environment. Through its extraordinary survival strategies, the wildlife of Mosi-oa Tunya remains resilient, dynamic, and in harmony with the rhythms of nature. When the rainy season arrives, the Zambezi River swells into a powerful, life-filled artery. This is the time when hippos take full advantage of the rising waters, which support both their daily rhythms and their unique behaviors. Among the oldest mammals still alive today, hippos spend most daylight hours submerged, emerging after sunset to feed. Despite their calm appearance, they possess immense strength and formidable defensive abilities, making them some of Africa's most dangerous animals. Both hippos and Nile crocodiles are survivors of deep evolutionary time, carrying ancient biological traits that allow them to thrive in demanding environments. The hippo's lineage stretches back more than 55 million years and shares an unexpected evolutionary link with whales. Although perfectly adapted to fresh water, their bodies are designed for life both in water and on land, giving them a critical advantage in harsh and changing conditions. Within Mosioatunya, hippos gather primarily in the deeper sections of the Zambezi, especially during the wet season. As water levels rise, they gain greater freedom to move between rivers and surrounding wetlands. An estimated population of around 1,500 individuals inhabits this region, a sign of a relatively stable wild population. Throughout the rainy months, hippos remain submerged for long periods, sheltering from intense heat and reducing exposure to land-based threats. After nightfall, they leave the river and move toward flooded grasslands along the banks. A single adult can consume between 36 and 68 kilograms of grass in one night, enough to sustain its massive body. Their social structure becomes especially pronounced during this season. Groups are typically led by a dominant male, accompanied by several females and their young. Rival males frequently challenge one another for territory and status. Measuring between 3 and 5 meters in length and weighing up to 1,800 kilograms, hippos rank among the largest land mammals on Earth. Their jaws deliver a bite force of nearly 2,000 pounds, and their tusks reaching up to 50 centimeters are formidable weapons during confrontations. Their thick skin releases a reddish, oily substance often referred to as blood sweat. This secretion functions as a natural sunscreen and also has antibacterial properties that help prevent infection. Together, these adaptations provide not only survival, but a clear advantage against potential threats. Beyond their physical power, hippos play a crucial ecological role. Their waste enriches the river with essential nutrients. supporting aquatic plants and providing food for fish and other organisms. By moving daily between land and water, they create natural pathways that enhance ecological connectivity throughout the Zambezi system. Through these constant movements, hippos help sustain the balance and health of this vast river ecosystem. Lions are known as the kings of the African savanna, not only because of their imposing strength and commanding presence, but also due to their refined hunting strategies and remarkable teamwork. When every member of the pride fulfills its role, they hunt with exceptional efficiency, revealing a level of unity that transforms the group into a powerful force capable of overcoming the challenges of the wild. The lion's image as a ruler is built not solely on physical power, but on intelligence and seamless coordination within the pride. This balance of strength and cooperation makes the lion a lasting symbol of authority and wisdom in nature, and a clear example of how collective effort elevates the entire community. A lion's survival depends as much on social bonds as on raw power. Precise coordination and well-planned hunting tactics allow prides to confront a wide range of challenges. Unlike solitary predators, lions rely on a complex social structure, where cooperation is the foundation of their success. To understand the source of their legendary reputation as hunters, one must observe how every movement and shared tactic within the pride comes together to create extraordinary effectiveness. Each individual action contributes to a greater, unified strategy. Lions typically live in family-based prides composed of related females, their offspring, and a coalition of males. This social system provides both protection and hunting efficiency. While lionesses carry out most of the hunts, the males focus on defending territory and safeguarding the group. Teamwork during the hunt allows lions to employ advanced strategies that solitary hunters cannot match. They are opportunistic predators, most often targeting medium to large herbivores such as antelope, zebras, or buffalo. The choice of prey depends on availability, environmental conditions, and the size of the pride. Once a target is selected, the lionesses work together to execute a coordinated attack, blending stealth and ambush. Every position is deliberate, every movement calculated. The combined effort of the group forms a hunting system that is both precise and formidable. Lionesses are masters of camouflage, blending into tall grass and dense vegetation to approach their prey unnoticed. These natural covers provide ideal conditions for stalking. As the moment of attack nears, the group may split into smaller units to encircle the target, cutting off escape routes and dramatically reducing the prey's chances of survival. When the chase begins, lionesses rely on short, explosive bursts of speed rather than long pursuits. These rapid accelerations are designed to close the distance quickly. Success depends not only on coordination, but on striking with perfect timing, where power, precision, and teamwork converge in a decisive moment of the hunt. At the end of a successful hunt, the entire pride gathers around the kill. The lionesses, as the primary hunters, feed first, followed by the males and then the cubs. This feeding order reflects the structured balance within lion society, where each individual has a defined role. The hunting behavior of lions stands as a powerful example of nature's intelligence and resilience, showing how cooperation and strategic planning drive success in the wild. Lions are not only formidable predators, but also members of a highly organized social system. Imagining life within a pride reveals an efficient method of sharing resources after each hunt. Lionesses eat first to replenish the energy they expend during the chase, ensuring the strength of the group. Males and cubs follow, reinforcing the stability and unity of the pride, where every member contributes to its survival and cohesion. Lions are capable of consuming remarkable amounts of food in a single feeding, sometimes reaching up to 15% of their body weight. This ability allows them to endure several days without hunting again. After feeding, they spend long hours resting, digesting their meal and strengthening social bonds through interaction. Even during these periods of rest, lions remain alert, constantly aware of potential threats to their territory. As apex predators, lions play a crucial role in preserving ecological balance. By regulating herbivore populations, they help maintain healthy vegetation and support the natural structure of grasslands and surrounding habitats. Despite their strength, lions face serious challenges, including habitat loss, human-wildlife conflict, and illegal hunting. Conservation efforts that protect their environment and promote coexistence with local communities are essential to securing their future. Safeguarding lions and the landscapes they inhabit not only ensures the survival of the species, but also preserves the natural balance of ecosystems. Their presence reminds us that every component of the wild is interconnected, and that protecting one species helps sustain the entire web of life. Elephants, the largest land mammals on Earth, play a vital role in maintaining the ecological balance of Mosioatunya. Their immense bodies demand vast amounts of food and water to remain active. An adult can consume nearly 140 kilograms of vegetation each day and drink up to 190 liters of water. During the rainy season, when grasslands are renewed and water sources become abundant, elephants expand their movements across great distances, traveling freely without the constant concern of dehydration. These journeys are driven by more than the search for food. They also reveal the elephant's extraordinary memory, which allows them to recall ancient pathways, safe corridors, and reliable water points, ensuring the survival of the entire herd. Long before the Zambezi River plunged into what is now the mighty waterfall, elephant herds crossed the river at natural passages along its banks. These crossings were essential links in their migratory routes, connecting multiple ecosystems and sustaining a continuous flow of life across the landscape. The movement of elephant herds in Mosioatunya is not merely seasonal travel. It is a fundamental process within the ecosystem. As they advance, elephants carve natural corridors through dense vegetation, allowing sunlight to reach the ground, encouraging the growth of young trees, and creating access routes for smaller animals. Their nutrient-rich dung acts as a natural fertilizer, supporting new plant growth and nourishing insects and microorganisms. For this reason, areas frequented by elephants often become hotspots of biodiversity, especially during the rainy months. When the Zambezi overflows in the wet season, elephants take full advantage of the plentiful water to cool their massive bodies. Their swimming ability is both powerful and graceful. They can cross wide stretches of river with ease, using their trunks as natural breathing tubes. As their ears flap above the surface and their tusks cut through the current, the scene captures a rare blend of calm and strength, an enduring symbol of the grandeur these giants bring to the African wilderness. During the rainy season, Angolan giraffes take full advantage of the surge in vegetation to meet their demanding dietary needs. An adult can consume between 22 and 34 kilograms of food each day, feeding mainly on leaves from trees such as acacia and mopane. Their long, flexible tongues, measuring up to 45-50 centimeters, allow them to skillfully wrap around branches and strip off foliage with ease, even when it is guarded by sharp thorns. Towering above the landscape, Angolan giraffes can browse vegetation far beyond the reach of other herbivores. Their remarkable height and elongated neck are the result of millions of years of evolution, shaping a species perfectly adapted to life in open savannas and woodland habitats. These traits provide a unique ecological advantage, reducing competition and allowing them to thrive where others cannot. In Mosioa Tunya, Angolan giraffes are most commonly found in grasslands and wooded areas near the Zambezi River, where tender leaves are plentiful during the wet season. The local population is estimated at around 150 to 200 individuals, typically moving in small groups of 5 to 15. By traveling together and following the rhythm of the rains, they make the most of the seasonal abundance that sustains their graceful presence in this dynamic landscape. Under a brilliant sky, herds of Burchell's zebras move gracefully across lush, rain-fed grasslands. In this region, their numbers range from roughly 500 to 700 individuals, descendants of African lineages shaped by millions of years of evolution. Their striking black and white stripes make them instantly recognizable. But these patterns serve more than beauty alone. They help deter biting insects such as tsetse flies, a vital advantage in tropical climates. No two zebras share the same stripe pattern. Each design is as unique as a human fingerprint, allowing individuals to be distinguished within the herd. Social living is at the core of a Burchell's zebra's life. A typical group consists of a dominant stallion, several mares, and their offspring. During the rainy season, multiple family units often merge into larger herds, increasing collective safety from predators. These gatherings are most common near reliable water sources along the Zambezi River, where fresh grass grows abundantly and the animals can graze and drink with greater security. Their survival depends heavily on teamwork. Birchall's zebras rely on unity and speed to confront danger. When a threat appears, the herd flees together, making sudden turns and unpredictable movements that confuse predators. They also communicate through calls, ear positions, and body signals to warn one another of approaching risk. With eyes positioned on the sides of their heads, zebras maintain a wide field of vision, enabling them to detect danger from afar across the open plains. Medium-sized but powerfully built, these zebras measure about 2.1 to 2.4 meters in length and stand 1.2 to 1.5 meters at the shoulder, weighing between 180 and 380 kilograms. Their strong yet flexible bodies are perfectly adapted for life in open savannas and woodlands. Supported by long legs and tough hooves, they can sprint at speeds of up to 40 miles per hour, an essential skill for escaping predators such as African lions and leopards. Their impressive endurance and ability to sustain fast movement over long distances reflect a muscular build finely tuned by evolution. Which country are you watching this wildlife documentary from? Let us know in the comments below. During the rainy season in Mosi-oa-Tunya National Park, the landscape is reborn. Grasslands and woodlands recover their vitality, and the entire region transforms into a thriving stage where wildlife flourishes. Among the misty forests and the clear waters of the Zambezi River, the striking silhouette of the sable antelope emerges, a species that embodies power, endurance, and elegance. Its glossy dark coat and sweeping curved horns catch the morning light, making it one of the most commanding symbols of the African wilderness. Belonging to the genus Hippotragus, the sable antelope ranks among the largest and most impressive antelopes on the continent. Its evolutionary roots stretch back between 2 and 5 million years. A strongly built body, sturdy limbs, and long arched horns reaching up to 60 inches in adult males serve not only as formidable defenses against predators, but also as tools for maintaining dominance within the herd. Mature males display a deep black coat, while females and juveniles wear lighter brown tones, creating a clear visual contrast among group members. In Mosioa Tunya, sable antelopes are most commonly found in open woodlands and riverine grasslands bordering the Zambezi. The rainy season provides an abundance of food, including fresh grasses, leaves, and bark. An adult typically consumes between 20 and 30 pounds of vegetation each day. To sustain a body weight ranging from 400 to 600 pounds. Current estimates suggest that between 200 and 300 individuals inhabit this area, a promising sign that reflects the success of ongoing conservation efforts. Herd structure plays a central role in the life of the sable antelope. A dominant male leads groups of 10 to 30 animals, guiding them toward areas of dense vegetation during the wet months while steering clear of drier zones. Their horns are not used solely for defense. They also help break branches, reach higher foliage, and clear paths through thick brush. Supported by powerful legs, sable antelopes can run long distances at sustained speeds, an essential advantage when escaping predators. Species like the sable antelope do more than survive, they thrive, thanks to physiological and behavioral adaptations finely tuned to their environment. Alongside Burchell's zebras, they form a crucial part of the local ecosystem, helping maintain ecological balance and showcasing the remarkable biodiversity of the region. The dark coat of dominant males blends seamlessly with forest shadows, providing natural camouflage. Meanwhile, younger or subordinate males periodically challenge the leader in intense horn-to-horn contests. These clashes rarely result in serious injury, yet they are vital for establishing hierarchy and preserving order within the herd. During the rainy season, the cliffs surrounding Victoria Falls become a dynamic stage where nature releases its full force. This dramatic landscape draws the attention of powerful birds of prey, such as the Varro's eagle and the peregrine falcon, circling high above in search of opportunity. Amid the constant thunder of cascading water, a much smaller figure appears, the klipspringer, a diminutive antelope renowned for its remarkable ability to leap across rocks and blend seamlessly into its surroundings. A member of the bovid family, the klipspringer traces its origins back millions of years. Over time, it has evolved to thrive in limestone outcrops and rugged vertical terrain. Its name, derived from Afrikaans and meaning rock jumper, perfectly describes its precise and agile movements across near vertical cliff faces. Narrow cracks and steep ledges become both refuge and escape routes, allowing this antelope to exploit habitats that are inaccessible to most terrestrial predators. Within Mosi-oa-Tunya National Park, klipspringers are most commonly found along the high cliffs near the falls and within rocky gorges. This environment offers an ideal balance of shelter, food, and safety. During the rainy months, the local population is estimated at around 150 to 200 individuals, a positive figure supported by effective habitat protection and conservation measures. Klipspringers typically live in pairs or small family groups. One individual often stands guard while the others feed or rest. At the first sign of danger, warning signals are given, and the group escapes in a series of rapid, controlled jumps across rocky outcrops. Their specialized hooves and exceptional balance allow them to grip tiny ledges and maintain stability on the narrowest surfaces, turning steep cliffs into safe havens. This behavior highlights the deep connection between each species and the environment. It inhabits a delicate balance in which every element supports the next. The klipspringer stands as a living example of nature's ingenuity, demonstrating how adaptation and precision can ensure survival in even the most unforgiving landscapes. As they move effortlessly across treacherous cliffs, the klipspringers seem to embody a simple truth of the wild survival demands agility, awareness, and courage. It is this silent dance between animal and environment that weaves a powerful story of resilience, growth, and life unfolding against the raw beauty of nature. Victoria Falls National Park is a place of striking beauty. The rainforest, nourished by the constant mist rising from the falls, flourishes along the eastern and southern cliffs, forming a dense green wall that seems alive with moisture and movement. This lush vegetation creates a rare and thriving ecosystem shaped by water, wind, and time. Within this rich environment, the southern white rhinoceros gathers across open grasslands and lightly wooded areas near the Zambezi River, Here, abundant water and vegetation provide ideal conditions for survival. During the rainy season, the river becomes more than a lifeline. It also creates natural mud wallows where rhinos roll to cool their massive bodies and shield their thick skin from biting insects. The population of southern white rhinos in the park is estimated at just 20 to 30 individuals. While small, this number reflects a major conservation success. Strict protection measures and constant monitoring have helped keep the population stable. A remarkable achievement for one of Africa's most threatened species. Built for grazing, these giants spend much of their day feeding on soft grasses that blanket the plains. Their broad, powerful lower jaws are perfectly adapted for cropping and grinding vegetation efficiently. In the rainy season, when fresh grass grows rapidly and water is plentiful, white rhinos are able to meet their nutritional needs with ease, maintaining the strength, resilience, and quiet presence that define these iconic guardians of the African landscape. African spoonbills glide gracefully across shallow waters, their pale silhouettes reflected on the calm surface. Members of the Threskiornithidae family, they share an ancient evolutionary lineage with herons and ibises. Their long, flattened bills, remarkably sensitive, are finely tuned tools, allowing them to detect prey even in murky water, a skill few birds can match. These spoonbills are capable of traveling considerable distances, making short seasonal movements in search of reliable wetlands, particularly during drier months. In Chobe National Park, they are most often seen across the floodplains of Sedudu Island and along the Chobe River. Here, abundant water during the rainy season provides both shelter and a steady supply of food, ensuring their continued survival. At this time of year, African spoonbills choose nesting sites close to shallow waters, safely removed from most predators. Their nests, built from twigs and branches, are usually placed in low trees or riverside shrubs. Each clutch typically contains 2 to 5 eggs, and both parents share the responsibility of incubation and caring for the young. Beyond their elegant appearance, African spoonbills play a vital ecological role. By feeding on small fish and aquatic insects, they help regulate populations that might otherwise grow unchecked. As they sweep their bills through the water, they stir the surface, improving oxygen circulation and supporting healthier aquatic conditions for countless other organisms. More than striking wetland birds, African spoonbills are quiet stewards of their environment. Every gentle movement across the water contributes to the balance of the ecosystem, illustrating nature's remarkable ability to sustain itself where each species, no matter how graceful or subtle, serves a purpose that cannot be replaced. Across the vast African plains and sweeping savannas, life in the wild allows no pauses and offers no mercy. Each day brings a new struggle, where survival hinges on instinct, strength, and speed. Predators remain ever watchful, ready to strike at the slightest sign of weakness, while those pursued must rely on sharp awareness and courage to evade a deadly outcome. These relentless encounters remind us that nature follows uncompromising rules. Every species has its role. Every second carries weight, and survival is earned through endurance and determination. The African wilderness reveals a world where the daily fight for life is harsh and unforgiving, yet at the same time profoundly inspiring. At the foot of the towering Mount Kilimanjaro, where clouds drift around its snow-capped summit and the earth radiates under a relentless sun, lies one of Africa's most demanding arenas of survival. This is a land shaped by extremes. Scorching days give way to icy nights. Rainfall arrives without warning, and every living being must endure an unending search for food and water. Within this untamed landscape, all creatures, great and small alike, are tested by conditions that challenge their strength, awareness, and instinct. There is no safe ground here. Each movement carries uncertainty, and every encounter can determine whether life continues or quietly returns to nature's timeless cycle. Yet, despite its harshness, Kilimanjaro is also a place of remarkable harmony. a living masterpiece where every species plays a vital role. Like elements of a carefully balanced design, predators help shape resilience, prey guide the flow of the land, and the smallest organisms maintain the subtle rhythms that keep the savanna alive. A soft, golden light glides across the endless plains, gentle like a promise whispered to the earth. With the first glow of dawn, wildlife begins to stir. Dew settles and sparkles like scattered embers, while the shadows of trees and moving herds slowly come alive, replacing the stillness as night withdraws. Here, an ancient cycle begins once more. In this world of renewal, one creature rises above the rest. The warmth, the rhythm, the pulse of life. This is the lion, ruler of the savanna. Its strength is rooted in unity. Its power is born from cooperation. The lion's presence carries a quiet authority that commands respect across the plains. This is its realm, a land where courage is not measured only in confrontation, but in the ability to protect, where the young learn by watching and staying close. A pride is far more than a gathering of lions. It is a resilient society guided by unseen rules that ensure survival and continuity. At the heart of this community are the lioness's sisters, mothers, and tireless hunters. They are the true architects of pride life. Together they weave a living network of support, bound by kinship and instinct. A successful hunt is never the achievement of one alone. It belongs to all. And a newborn cub is not solely its mother's responsibility, but a shared treasure guarded by the entire group. Lionesses take turns nursing, standing watch when teaching the young. Life begins as play chasing one another, engaging in mock battles and refining the skills that will one day shape their fate. But on the savannah, no feast lasts forever. Each tomorrow brings new trials. The guardians of the pride, the males, are presence itself. Their imposing size and thunderous roars act as living walls against danger. Yet power on the savannah is never permanent. Every leader faces a challenger. Young males, driven from their birth pride, roam the land alone, growing stronger and more determined to claim a legacy of their own. When they return, the ground itself seems to tremble beneath their steps. As night deepens, the plains echo with wild turmoil, deep roars, defiant replies, a clash of voices cutting through the darkness. The confrontation is intense. Claws strike, teeth lock, bodies collide with raw force. This is not a contest of elegance, but of endurance, fury, and resolve. In the end, only one truth remains. The victor claims the pride, the females, and the right to shape the next generation. The defeated fades back into the grasslands. The lion's golden coats blend seamlessly with sun-scorched grasses, granting them near-perfect camouflage. The male's thick, powerful mane is more than a symbol of dominance. It also serves as protection during fierce encounters. Weighing between 150 and 250 kilograms and stretching close to 3 meters in length, the lion unites immense strength with remarkable agility. Unlike most large cats, which live solitary lives, lions form tightly bonded groups known as prides. A typical pride may consist of anywhere from 3 to 30 individuals, with lionesses leading the hunts. During the dry season, Dwindling water sources force wildebeest, zebras, and buffalo to migrate in search of sustenance. To adapt, lions expand their hunting range, sometimes covering territories of up to 250 square kilometers. When darkness settles over the African savanna, lions begin their search for food. Night becomes their greatest ally, shielding them from the daytime heat. Hunting together, they rely on complex strategies. Some lionesses guide the prey toward an ambush, while others remain hidden, poised to strike. After the hunt, feeding follows a strict hierarchy. Dominant males assert their status and eat first. Yet their role extends far beyond feeding. They are essential to the defense of the entire pride. In competition over food, lions often hold the advantage against hyenas. Studies suggest that in around 60% of encounters, lions succeed in taking over a kill. However, when hyenas gather in large numbers, the balance can shift. A group of 15 to 20 hyenas can challenge even a strong pride of lions. This constant rivalry between lions and hyenas is a vital part of the ecosystem's balance. Through competition, it ensures that only the most adaptable and resilient endure, keeping the rhythm of the savanna alive. The southern slopes of Kilimanjaro, nourished by monsoon winds arriving from the Indian Ocean, remain green and full of life throughout the year. Dense forests and fertile grasslands climb the mountain's flanks, forming a vibrant mosaic where countless shades of green coexist. Within these rich shrublands and thick pastures lives one of Africa's most iconic animals, the African savanna elephant. As the largest land animal on Earth, The elephant represents an evolutionary story stretching back millions of years. Belonging to the family Elephantidae, its lineage extends more than 6 million years into the past, descending from ancient elephants that once roamed vast regions of the African continent. Over time, shifting climates and expanding human activity have dramatically reduced their range, confining them to specific regions. Today, African elephants are found mainly in sub-Saharan Africa, where suitable conditions still support their survival. Among these refuges, the Kilimanjaro shrubland ecosystem plays a crucial role. Its open grasslands and low bushes provide abundant food, while streams and dense vegetation offer water and shelter. Weighing up to 6,000 kilograms and standing nearly 4 meters tall, an African savanna elephant requires around 135 kilograms of food each day to sustain its immense body. Grass, shrubs, bark, and even roots make up its diet, turning the landscape into a constant source of nourishment. Though their movements may appear slow, these giants live within a highly complex social structure. Herds are typically led by the oldest female, known as the matriarch. She guides the group's movements and preserves vital knowledge of migration routes, water sources, and safe havens. In the intense heat, elephants flap their large ears to regulate body temperature. Their trunk containing more than 40,000 muscles is a remarkable tool, allowing them to draw up to 9 liters of water at once, reach high branches beyond the grasp of other animals, and defend themselves when threatened. The African savanna elephant is often called an ecosystem engineer because of its powerful influence on the environment. By feeding on shrubs and young trees, elephants open clearings that allow sunlight to reach the ground, encouraging new plant growth. Their dung, rich with seeds, helps disperse vegetation across the land, supporting renewal and balance within the ecosystem. Yet life for these giants is far from secure. Poaching for ivory remains the greatest threat to their survival. Each year, an estimated 20,000 elephants are killed across Africa to supply the illegal ivory trade. Habitat loss adds to the pressure, as former feeding grounds and migration corridors are transformed into farmland and human settlements, forcing elephants to travel ever greater distances in search of food and water. This growing strain has intensified conflict between people and wildlife, driven by necessity. Elephants sometimes enter farms and villages, damaging crops as they struggle to survive in an increasingly fragmented world. Deep within the layered vegetation of the tropical forest, where sunlight barely penetrates the dense canopy, the African leopard emerges as a symbol of strength and endurance. Its golden coat, patterned with dark rosettes, blends seamlessly into its surroundings, becoming part of the forest's quiet mystery. With a lineage stretching back more than 2 million years to the earliest big cats of Africa and Asia, the leopard stands among the most ancient and versatile predators on Earth, shaped by evolution to survive across a wide range of environments. Capable of reaching speeds of up to 36 miles per hour and leaping more than 20 feet in a single bound, the leopard is a formidable hunter. Yet its greatest advantage lies in its remarkable adaptability. While many carnivores depend on very specific conditions, this cat thrives in open plains, dense forests, and even semi-arid regions. Wherever it lives, its nature remains unchanged, elusive, silent, and unseen, until it chooses otherwise. In the wild, each predator follows a distinct strategy. Lions rely on sheer power and coordinated group effort. Cheetahs trust explosive speed across open ground. The leopard, however, survives through a precise balance of stealth, patience, and sudden ambush. This hunter never rushes. Hidden in the shadows, it watches motionless, alert, and endlessly patient. For hours, it may track its target, studying every movement and waiting for the perfect moment. When that moment arrives, the leopard seems to dissolve into the darkness, advancing without a sound. Step by step, it closes the distance, calm and deliberate, until escape is no longer possible. Then, in a sudden flash, it strikes. The attack is swift and decisive, ending the pursuit within seconds. Securing the prey is only part of the challenge. On the open plains surrounding Kilimanjaro, no kill is ever truly safe. Lions, hyenas, and other scavengers constantly search for an easy meal. Here, the leopard's unique strength becomes its advantage. With remarkable power, it can hoist its prey high into the branches of a tree, beyond the reach of competitors. Even antelope heavier than the leopard itself can be lifted with ease, a vital skill for a predator that lives entirely alone. Still, even the most skilled hunters face danger. In this unforgiving ecosystem, no animal is invulnerable. Despite its abilities, the leopard must remain constantly vigilant. Lions, with their overwhelming strength and the support of an entire pride, pose the greatest threat. A single blow from a dominant male can be fatal. Hyenas, persistent and numerous, never miss an opportunity to steal a kill. Even cheetahs, though lighter and faster, compete fiercely for territory and food. Yet the leopard is rarely caught. When pursued, it does not stand and fight, it simply vanishes. seconds, it can climb a tree and reach safety before its rivals arrive. If cornered, it melts back into the shadows, waiting patiently for the right moment to escape. In the natural world, strength alone does not guarantee survival. Sometimes, the ability to disappear is the most powerful defense of all. Unlike lions, the leopard does not seek dominance through display. Unlike hyenas, it does not need numbers. It is a solitary ruler, a hidden hunter that commands the night. All it requires is dense cover, a sturdy branch, and the shelter of darkness there. It reigns unseen. Across the sprawling shrublands at the base of Kilimanjaro, a tiny resident thrives with remarkable skill, the dwarf mongoose, Africa's smallest mongoose species. In these thicket-filled savannas, they find the perfect shelter, living in groups ranging from 8 to 30 individuals, led by a dominant breeding pair. Rather than digging their own burrows, they often occupy abandoned tunnels made by aardvarks or other digging animals, using these shelters to stay safe from predators and the region's extreme weather. Their diet is primarily insect-based, with termites, crickets, and beetles making up the bulk of their meals. They also consume bird eggs, small animals, and occasionally fruit. With their strong digging abilities, they can uncover hidden prey beneath the soil. Using sharp claws, they turn over the earth, exposing insects and other invertebrates that would otherwise remain invisible. During foraging, the group often splits into smaller units. Certain members act as sentinels, climbing rocks or tree trunks to gain a panoramic view of the surroundings. With keen eyesight, they watch tirelessly, issuing alarm calls at the first sign of danger, prompting the rest of the group to retreat swiftly to underground refuge. Reproduction in dwarf mongooses is highly organized. Unlike many species where survival depends largely on the parents, the entire colony shares responsibility for the young. During the breeding season, all members work together to give the newborns the best chance of survival. Gestation lasts 60 to 70 days, producing litters of 2 to 6 pups. At birth, the young are blind and entirely dependent on adults. For the first days, they remain hidden in the burrow, protected not only by their mother but by other group members taking turns to watch over and care for them. Protection extends beyond the burrow. While most of the group forages, several adults, males and females, stay behind as guardians, shielding the pups from jackals, raptors, and other predators. As they grow, the young venture near the burrow under close supervision. This learning period is crucial. By observing and imitating, they discover safe foods, learn to handle dangerous prey such as scorpions or venomous snakes, and interpret alarm signals from sentinels. Every outing becomes a hands-on lesson in savanna survival. By around 10 months, the young are ready to take on roles within the group. Some become skilled hunters. Others develop abilities in vigilance or caring for new generations. This continuous cycle of cooperation and learning keeps the colony strong and ready for the constant challenges of its environment. Small but surprisingly intelligent, these creatures rank among the most successful animals of the savanna. The African savanna is a stage where competition is fierce, and only the best adapted species thrive. The ostrich, with its speed and strength, dominates the plains without flying. African wild dogs, with extraordinary cooperation and hunting strategies, sustain the well-being of their entire pack. And the mongooses, tiny but clever, demonstrate that collective intelligence can be as powerful as sheer strength. Each species plays an essential role in maintaining the balance of the ecosystem. The endurance of the ostrich, the teamwork of wild dogs, and the discipline of mongooses are testaments to the diverse strategies nature employs to ensure survival. Across the vast savanna, the struggle for life never ceases. Yet through speed, strategy, and cooperation, these animals continue to write their stories, proving that even in the harshest environments, life always finds a way to persist. The Kilimanjaro shrublands form a vibrant tapestry of wildlife, where rolling plains of deep green stretch across the mountain slopes, blending seamlessly with scattered forests. Amid this lively landscape, the plain zebra, with its striking black and white striped coat, stands out as one of the most iconic symbols of the African savanna. The story of the plain zebra dates back around 4 million years, when its ancestors, members of the Equidae family, began settling across Africa's grasslands. Over time, evolution gifted them their distinctive striped pattern, a feature that not only defines their unique appearance but also serves essential biological functions. Each zebra's stripe pattern is entirely unique, much like human fingerprints, allowing individuals to be recognized within the herd. Today, plain zebras are widely distributed across sub-Saharan Africa, thriving in expansive grasslands and open woodlands. In the Kilimanjaro shrublands, they find an ideal habitat with abundant short grasses and accessible water sources. Recent estimates from 2023 suggest that the zebra population in this region ranges between 1,200 and 1,500 individuals. This stability highlights the critical role of the shrubland ecosystem as a refuge that supports their feeding and survival. Within the low bushes and tall grasses, smaller antelopes such as dik-diks remain hidden, using the vegetation to avoid detection by predators. When a threat is detected, the dik-dik emits a sharp, piercing call that serves to alert nearby animals and, at times, startle potential predators. This distinctive sound not only aids in its own protection, but also connects it with other species in the area, forming a natural warning network within the ecosystem. Dik-diks typically live in pairs, consisting of one male and one female. Each pair maintains its own territory, covering roughly 12 to 15 acres, where they forage, defend their boundaries, and raise their young together. To mark their space, they use scent glands located near their eyes, depositing chemical signals on plants and the ground. As herbivores, dik-diks primarily feed on tender grasses, young leaves, and occasionally bark. They are able to extract sufficient water from the vegetation they consume, allowing them to survive in arid areas where water sources are limited. Along the densest edges of the shrubland, where layers of deep green foliage intertwine, the white-cheeked turaco moves gracefully among the trees like a living jewel. Its brilliant green plumage and striking red wings flash vividly against the landscape, while its deep, resonant calls echo from the treetops, infusing the forest with a sense of mystery and vitality. White-cheeked turacos typically live in pairs or small groups of 3 to 7 individuals. They maintain strong territorial instincts. Defending their home range with determination. Their distinctive calls, audible over long distances, serve both as a means of communication and as a warning to potential intruders. Their diet consists mainly of fruit, though they also eat tender leaves, flowers, and occasionally seeds. Turacos feed directly from branches or collect fallen fruit from the forest floor. By dispersing seeds through their droppings, they play a vital role in forest regeneration, helping new plants take root and sustain the ecosystem. Amid the lush green foliage unfolds a small but vibrant world, revealed by the flashes of old-world hummingbirds and spider hunters. Their remarkably powerful wings allow them to dart between the treetops with astonishing speed. During periods of scarce food, they may travel up to 5 miles a day in search of flowering plants. Upon reaching a blossom, they use their brush-tipped tongues to extract nectar, a vital source of energy that sustains their long journeys. Their diet, however, is not limited to floral sugars. During the breeding season, they supplement it with small insects, ensuring the protein necessary for their offspring's development. This dietary flexibility enables them to endure drastic environmental changes, particularly during droughts. While feeding, pollen adheres to their beaks and tongues, carried from flower to flower, promoting pollination and plant reproduction. This seemingly simple act supports the forest's plant diversity, which in turn provides food and shelter for countless other species. High in the canopy, where sunlight barely penetrates the dense foliage and the forest seems to breathe with its own rhythm, the mantled guareza move with an almost ethereal grace. Their black and white silhouettes glide through the treetops like refined shadows, bringing life to Kilimanjaro's tropical rainforest. With jet black fur framed by lush white fringes and long, plume-like tails, they stand as living emblems of this green paradise. Belonging to the Colobus genus, a branch of the Cercopithecidae lineage that emerged around 25 million years ago, mantled guarizas evolved a unique feature: the lack of a fully functional thumb. Instead of versatile hands like other primates, they have 4 strong fingers designed to grip branches tightly. This adaptation allows them to leap effortlessly up to 6 meters between trees, accessing the upper canopy far beyond the reach of most predators. Their evolutionary history is deeply intertwined with East Africa's rainforests, which for millions of years provided abundant food and safe shelters. Early individuals thrived in pristine forests, gradually perfecting arboreal skills generation after generation. Living exclusively in the trees reduced risks from the forest floor while granting access to resources unavailable to other species. The mantled Guareza's range extends from Kenya to Tanzania, covering the region's vast forests. Kilimanjaro's rainforest provides an ideal environment, towering trees, protective canopies, and an endless natural pantry. It is estimated that 10,000 to 15,000 individuals inhabit this area, a stable population supported by habitat conservation within the national park. Additionally, they play a crucial role in seed dispersal. Fruits they consume are processed and returned to the soil through their droppings, aiding forest regeneration and expansion. At the same time, they become part of the diet of larger predators, sustaining the delicate balance of the food chain. In the wild lands of Kilimanjaro, where life is measured in seconds and danger lurks in the slightest distraction, every creature shows that survival is an art shaped by courage, instinct, and determination. The encounters we've witnessed here, from fierce confrontations to desperate escapes, reflect a world where nothing is guaranteed and everything must be earned. Yet beyond the inevitable challenges, Kilimanjaro reveals a deeper truth. Every species, large or small, is essential to maintaining the balance of this ancient ecosystem. Their daily struggles not only shape the landscape, but also sustain the very essence of nature itself. If you enjoyed this documentary, don't forget to like and subscribe to Hidden Planet TV to continue exploring the most remarkable secrets of the animal world. Your support keeps this adventure alive